Today on the channel, we unbox Tobias Beckett Han Solo movie, Star Wars Black Series. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for our daily Star Wars unboxings in 2021. And today on the channel, we're unboxing number 68 for those of you keeping track at home, Star Wars Black Series, Tobias Beckett from the Han Solo movie. But remember, for all your modern day Star Wars needs, make sure you hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. So we're going to do this like we always do it on these Star Wars unboxings, and pretty much every unboxing. We're going to take a look at the packaging first, talk about it, unbox it, talk about it, see where it goes from there. So let's get down to it. Let's get down to Tobias Beckett. Now, first off, a little story. This is the times when the long game goes south. It goes wrong. You guys know, older figures, a lot of current figures as well, I'll play the long game. The long game is waiting, knowing, hey, this is probably going to go to clearance. I'll probably find this at discount somewhere. And that's what I was doing with this Tobias Beckett. As you guys remember, some of the other Star Wars Han Solo movie figures, looking at you, Lando Calrissian, went down to $5 clearance at a lot of Walmarts and probably Targets as well. I figured the same for Tobias Beckett, but it really never happened. He went down to maybe $15.98, something like that. And I said, oh, he's going to go lower. He's going to go lower. And then you just all of a sudden you go to your store and he's not there anymore. And that's what happened to me with Tobias Beckett. And then I played the long game online, looking at eBay. I was like, I'll wait. I'll get a deal. I'll get a cheaper deal. But then you add shipping in, which obviously inflates the price. That's real money going to the cost of the figure. And I never came across the deal. And I finally, after all of these years, broke down, picked this guy off of eBay, $19.99 shipped. So basically, I feel like I got a deal in a way as I didn't have to pay shipping. It was $19.99, which was the original retail on here. But I definitely could have done better. But you can't always get a deal. You got to get a deal, but you always can't get a deal. So that's the story of Tobias Beckett. And let that be a lesson to you, you long game players out there. Sometimes the long game goes south, like it did for me here. Anyways, let's take a look at the packaging. Old school Black Series. It looks like it's from 100 years ago, but it's not. It's just from 2018, which might as well be 1,000 years ago. 2018 this came out. Traditional Star Wars Black Series logo at top that we remember on the old packaging. Glamour shot down below. Hasbro logo right on the glamour shot. You got a nice bubble with the figure in there. A couple weapons. They got that red background, and I think that's what gives it the somewhat dated look. The red background, maybe. So there's that. Got the side with his name. Number 68. Tobias Beckett. Nothing fun up there. Nothing fun down there. And then, of course, the back. Star Wars Black Series up top. Number 68. Glamour shot. A little blurb. We'll read that blurb. Some warnings. Some Hasbro. Some stuff we don't care about too much down at the bottom. So let's see what it says about old Tobias Beckett. Tobias was once a bartender at a bar called Cheers. He knew everybody's name. Oh, wait. That's a foreign language. I was trying to read it differently. That's not right. Tobias Beckett. Beckett is a survivor, always quietly working out angles to come out ahead. He's assembled a team of specialized scoundrels to carry out risky but profitable heists. So say what you want about the Han Solo movie. I would have to say, and I think probably everybody agrees, the worst Star Wars related movie that's been released so far. I can't think of anything really worse than this. It's just a disappointing movie. It sounded all right. You know, anytime you put Chewbacca in a movie, you're usually at least batting in the 200s, I would say. And that's probably where it landed. A little long in parts, I felt. A little bit disjected and stuff. But, you know, I guess a Star Wars movie is better than just your average run-of-the-movie that my wife's watching, probably upstairs. She's probably watching a Hallmark Channel movie right now. I'd rather watch any Star Wars-related movie over one of those kind of lovey-dovey type things. But maybe that's me. If you're different, tell me in the comments. But I watched the Solo movie again just a couple weeks ago for the first time since it came out, and then kind of had pretty much the same thoughts on it. It just is what it is. It's definitely one I probably won't go back to. I just don't foresee me doing it. I don't know, just not enough there for me. But it was interesting. I forgot the guy that plays Vision was in that movie. I didn't even realize that until I watched that. Vision from, of course, Marvel WandaVision TV show and the Avengers movies, of course. So there you go. All right, enough talk. Let's open it up, Tobias. Did the long game? See you later. Was the long game warranted? Am I going to say, gosh, I should have bought this for $20 the second it came out? I don't think so. There it is right there. I remember getting the Chewbacca from this line on clearance for like $6.98. And then there was what was that girl's name? Not Val. I think I got her pretty cheap. Was she in that? Yeah, Val I got cheap. And there was the girl in the skirt. I forget her name. See, that's how memorable the movie was. I got pretty much the whole line except for him and our old pal, that old swindler, that old wheelin' dealin', kiss stealing guy, old Rio Durant. Anytime you give me a little figure with 4 arms, hey, sign me up all day long. I tried to play the long game on him, but he jumped off those shelves. You guys know how people want that kind of stuff. They want their big figures, their masked figures, tattooed people. But they also want their monkey, ape-looking type, simian-type looking people with 4 arms. Those are off the stores every single day. And I did finally play the long game. I got a deal on that one. I should have got him right away. I don't know what I was waiting for. I was much crazier back then, apparently. But Tobias, I don't know. So there he is. He's in the plastic prison. Some would say looking only like he can look. Let's get it out. Let's see what's doing here. Pull him out. He's got 2, see you later. He's got 2 guns, 2 blaster pistols. Which makes sense for a guy of his field. I could see that. A little loose. The right arm's a little loose. We talk about it a lot on these Black Series. Very rarely do you get a loose limb out of the package. I mean, maybe one other time I've had that. The most common issue I have with Black Series figures out of the package is ankles. Luckily, his ankles are okay. It definitely looks like Woody Harrelson. I think they did a fairly good job on this. But yeah, very loose arm limbs on this one. What are we doing here? What are we doing? This jacket would be very easily removable if you wanted to. Might look a little funny with the arms, obviously, but it could be removed. It's got 2 holsters on the side to hold. It's got, yep, double articulation. Man, these legs, though. Look at this. Weird. I don't know if it'll show very well. Kind of like double jointed, kind of weird legs going on here. I don't know. It's cool to get a Woody Harrelson figure. I mean, it's kind of cool to get a Woody Harrelson figure in the Star Wars universe, even if he's not anywhere near one of the most beloved or favorite characters or anything like that. I don't know. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments what you think about this one. I think it's just okay. I would have felt a lot better paying, $10, $11 for this one than $20, but beggars can't be choosers at this point. For those that keep score at home, he does fit on a Ringside Collectibles stand. I say it all the time, spend your money on your figures, not your stands. RingsideCollectibles.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%, and you can have your Star Wars Black Series on stands, like I do here. But the likeness, I think, is very strong. Even though this predates kind of the True Effects type stuff. I don't even know what Hasbro really calls it. Real Scan, maybe. I think this sculpt looks pretty good for Woody Harrelson. You know it's Woody right away. A little bit plain Jane. I could even see people army building this. I doubt anybody ever has, but you very well could use this as a good base for a custom. Pop this head off, put a different head on. You can create some new characters out of this one. I do like the holsters, the dual holsters, like the old school Western gunslinger is what that reminds me of. I'm okay with that. I love a good old Western. The articulation's fine. More articulation probably than you even need for old Tobias Beckett. A solid figure, especially if you're a Han Solo movie fan. Oh, you got to have this one. He's one of the main characters of that movie. But I would say in the annals of Black Series history, I would have to say this is towards the bottom. Probably top 10 worst selling Black Series figures of all time. I don't know how you'd ever find that out. I don't even know if Hasbro would have that knowledge. But that's my guess. Probably one of the worst selling Black Series figures of all time. Probably closer to number 10 than closer to 1, but I would have to agree with that. Who do you guys think is the worst selling Black Series figure of all time? For me, the one I saw the cheapest on clearance for the longest time, it's pretty neck and neck. It's either Rose or our old boy Lando Calrissian from the Solo movie. Those two were at Walmart and Targets on clearance for an eternity. I think if the wind is really blowing and it's a cold night and you listen out your back door, you can still hear Rose rotting the pegs at a Target, a few miles away. Not my close Target, but a few miles, maybe a town over. You can still hear Rose. If you listen quick, or if you listen really good, on a cold, windy night, you can find that. But there it is. Tobias Beckett is what it is at this point. Long game. Didn't really pay off. You guys tell me your greatest long game story. That's another good question. We could write a book on long game stories. But there it is. Tobias Beckett. So Usual stuff, guys. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you comment on the video. We got a lot of things you can comment on. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at SirPaul64, Instagram _Kyle_Peterson. And for Tobias Beckett, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.